Hey, hey, hey. It's Jakaya Shepherd here, the host of the Sweat and Slave podcast. How y'all doing, girlfriends? Like for real, this whole coronavirus pandemic has really taken everybody off on a whim. So I am like the first one to like check in with y'all. It's Jakaya Shepherd here, and I just wanted to quickly just come on here and just catch up with you guys and talk to you guys and see how y'all are doing. Like businesses and families and every part of everybody's life has been impacted by this. So, of course, I'm going to make sure my girls are good. And the Sweat and Slay podcast platform is really for us to stay united, be together, make sure that we keep in contact with each other and run some ideas by each other and collaborate in how we can make this work better for every single last one of us. And I think that that's the most important part, is that togetherness, and don't let this social distancing separate us from community, and just being united and still having laughter in such a life-changing current event that is taking place. It is Easter, okay? The Son of God was crucified today. And so, like, not only did we not go to church today, but, it's a time of reflection. I feel like whenever there is a holiday or there's a moment where we can stand still, it's very important that we do so. And so, of course, I told you guys that the Pentagon Principles, okay, is the 5 F's, a part of our Sweat and Slay podcast. And so it is family, fitness, fun, finances, and faith. And if you have all three of those things in place, then I feel like this COVID thing that we have going on right now will make our experience going through this way more enjoyable than fearful. And so we're just gonna talk about it. Like, commentating, get in the comment section, y'all chime in on live streams. I mean, I'm on all platforms. So this is just our moment. And so right now I want to first get into family, because really, if the people who you're staying with is the people that you're spending most time with. And a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you guys, I come in contact with so many different women at the gym. They are super moms. Like, they have literally little to no time until the weekend to spend with their children, their spouses, their girlfriends, their extended families. So while we're going through this, while we're at this stay-at-home order, and while we're in this environment where we're like self-quarantining, take advantage of the fact that you get to spend time with your family. Because I mean, I've only been living for almost 30 years. So of course, a lot of people will say that's not a lot of time, but in my own life, I've never had to self quarantine myself this long. And the fact that I am so far away from my immediate family, I really think you guys should take the time and the opportunity to cherish what you have. And this is I feel like too, this moment in time is showing us how to appreciate the things that we have and really evaluate our lives for what it is. And you know, at the core of all of this, family is the most important, in their health, in their mental, spiritual, emotional stability is the most important thing for us right now. And, the first F is family. So I think that we just need to really just thank God that they're healthy. And if they're not, then we have the capacity and the time to actually talk to them, to catch up with them, to make sure that they're good, to do things for them, send something in the mail, ways virtually to connect with them. So the next thing is fitness. Now, y'all, let me tell you something. Girlfriends, listen to me and listen to me clearly. Now, I am a fitness professional. I have my own women's fitness program, And there are so many opportunities for you inside my group, and virtually everybody is doing the virtual thing right now. So there's no reason. Listen, summer is still coming. I don't care if we quarantining or not. Like, the summer is getting here. It is soon and quickly and rapidly approaching. Summer don't care that we come quarantine. Summer does not mind creeping up on us, and we don't have a swimsuit body. So when we're coming out of quarantine, we have to get ourselves together, honey. Like, what I'm challenging myself to do and my girls to do is every time we eat, let's go outside and walk, run, find creative ways to take your kids on bike rides, play scavenger hunts with them, like I Spy XYZ, and you just walk around the neighborhood and make this experience enjoyable, but get your fitness on, okay? Like, if the world is at a stop, your fitness goals should not. And like, that's the a very huge thing right now, is that you get to focus on self. And in that aspect alone, like, I think that's one of the most appreciative things that I have right now, is that I have time for myself. And I know a lot of moms probably like, well, I don't, but it's way more time than you would have if you would have had to clock in and go to work, because we don't have to commute. So the commute time is non-existent. And I'm talking about take advantage of that. Like, another thing, as far as fitness is concerned, I'm talking about you have time to write out your like logging your food. And even if you don't want to log it in, there is an app. There's an app for that. And the app is MyFitnessPal. And so, and I do have on clothes. Everybody probably like, does she have on clothes? Yes, I have on like a little bustier. But anyway, it is MyFitnessPal. So if you go on there and you log in your food, you log your macros. Hey, Coach Kevin, y'all, that is my business coach. He's phenomenal. I'm gonna plug him real quick at Action Coach Skills in Kingwood. Awesome. But you guys, like, you can log in your macros, you can set goals for yourself, you can tell it what you're trying to do. And as long as you log in your food, it will tell you if you're on your fitness goals or not. Like, that's a huge thing right now, that you have this time for yourself. And so log in your food and see, like, even if you're under quarantine, you can tell yourself, when I have a lot of time on my hands, this is how I eat. Like, when I'm having a good day and I'm logging it in, this is what it looks like. So you get to know yourself and know your eating patterns. And this leads into my other little nugget for you guys, is that your sleep. Like, literally, people do not acknowledge the power of sleep. When you get enough sleep, your mind gets like the recharge that it needs, and your body gets the recovery that it needs. It gets the healing that it needs. If you're working out, the breaking down of muscles, it releases the lactic acid in your muscles. It regenerates your immune system, your digestive system, all of these things. Your metabolism gets to recalibrate. Thank God for that, right? Your muscle growth or your muscle stimuli, it gets to be recharged. So you need that. And it even helps you control your weight, because you release certain type of hormones when you sleep. So, and then mentally, like, the fact that you're not up, you're not stressed. Hello. So even stress control, your mental health is being like recalibrated and aligned at that point. And so sleep is very essential right now. And if you can get sleep, you will start to recognize how better of a person, how better you feel, how your mood is different, how you respond to people, and how you wake up just feeling a sense of like a new person, right? And so sleep, please get your sleep. Like, right now, we have the opportunity to get as much sleep as we want, have as much me time as we want. to focus on our fitness goals to whatever capacity that you want to. So your life is literally in your full control. You have, I mean, everybody has a boss that they probably still have to report to, even though we're under quarantine if you're working from home, but you don't have anybody looking over your shoulder. So you can literally journal your food when you want. You can schedule your sleep patterns when you want. You can actually get in the bed earlier. These are the things that we're talking about and that we need to start implementing and taking advantage of while we're going through this COVID. Um, and y'all fun. Come on. Like, you see what I just did? I just breathed really deeply, like in and out. The power of quiet. The power of meditating. That could be fun for some people who have not had a moment to just relax in a very long time. People who work in the medical field, people who work in, I mean, even if you're a student, I mean, you have to stay up night studying. Like all of these things that require you to not have that time to have fun and have peace and quiet and meditate and do some type of yoga, breathing patterns, routines, whatever the case may be. That's what you're doing. Y'all listen, I've never got on TikTok, even heard of TikTok. Well, I've probably heard of TikTok, but I've never really looked into TikTok until COVID hit. Okay. And so when it did, I got on there and I never knew how it was. And so, you know, you just rediscover like what's your definition of fun? Like a lot of people think that you have to go out to physical places or locations to have fun. You have so much resources inside of your home. Y'all, I will play tic-tac-toe Monopoly at this point because it's just, you get so tired of doing the same things over and over. So revamp what you think your definition of fun is. Because I literally, let me tell y'all something what I did. This Friday, we hosted our first girls' night in virtually. And so what we did is we got online, we got in this video chat where we can all see each other. We watched the same movie. Shout out to my girls from the Fitness Empire. We had so much fun and we laughed. We commentated the movie the entire time. And that fellowship virtually, I really could not feel the difference. And the fact that I didn't have to drive myself home afterwards, and I didn't drink because right now I'm not even on that, but it's the fact that I got to be in the comfort of my own home and experience the love, the memories, the sisterhood that we have, getting to learn more about each other. What makes you laugh? Who's your favorite characters? Who's your favorite actor man crush? Like all of those things came about just because we decided that we're not gonna let COVID-19. We might not be at the gym, but we dang sure met online, and I already RSVP for the next event online next Friday, and so did they. They co-signed it. We're like, we gotta do this again because it's just a power community. Like the government and the regulations can stop a lot of things, but you have to find ways to still connect with your girlfriends and still have fun and enjoy this pandemic time to yourself and take full advantage of it and link up with your girlfriends online. That's my favorite pastime. So that's my F is fun. That was a fun. And faith. Now y'all listen, you know how we make these goals in the beginning of the year. We're like, oh, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds and I'm gonna read my Bible every day. And then you get to April and you like, oh, I ain't doing none of that. Right now's the time. And so, you know, what I've done, and I'm just speaking on my own experiences, but right now, but faith-wise, you know, I have my app notify me on the Bible app to just read a Bible verse. And in that moment, I might just listen to a worship song, or I might just journal, like spiritually, where am I? Or how do I feel? Or am I connecting to God in a different way? Or all of these things, these are just nuggets and tips and just things that you could do on your own. But I'm just saying, spiritually, faith is a huge thing for a lot of people right now because a lot of people are losing hope. and a lot of people are panicking, and they're relying on their own strength, and they're not trying to figure out spiritually, are they centered? Are you grounded? How is this affecting you? Because I know personally, when I start going in panic mode, it is, I feel like the Cookie Monster with the tapeworm. Like I literally feel like I'm going half crazy. And at that moment, it's like, okay, you're not centered. You need chill pill, please. And I have to just go back to my center and my balance. And so if that is off, then of course it's gonna trigger you to go off in a whole lot of different avenues. And for me, I just can't afford it right now. Like we're just in a moment where desperation is causing people to do a lot of crazy stuff, like buy a lot of toilet paper, and ain't nobody got time to be doing crazy stuff. So if you have to check away from social media, if you have to put your phone on do not disturb until a certain time, until you get your prayer life together, until you get your devotion in, until you meditate, do whatever you need to do, please do so accordingly. The whole world around you will appreciate it. Management. All right, so let me I also just wanted to say that when quarantine is coming about and it's just killing people off, and you're seeing all these news reports, and it's taking over the mind of people to make them panic and worry. I say, find a new hobby, or go take a walk outside, get some fresh air, because inside you do feel confined. Like a lot of people don't realize that it could bring about depression. It can bring about, you start going into these places in your mind that you've never really been in a long time. And a lot of the times it's because we haven't still long enough to really talk to ourselves, to get to know ourselves. Like this is the first time that a lot of people are facing themselves for the very first time, just because silence is like new to them. And it's a real thing that loneliness can deprive you and take you to places and spaces that you don't want to be in. And so like I said, you can do a fit. If you have a Fitbit or if you have a Apple Watch, you can challenge people to 7-day challenges on Apple Watch, and on Fitbit you can you can log in with your friends, ask your friends, hey, do you have a Fitbit or Apple Watch? And whatever they have, like send out a mass text and y'all all do a fitness challenge, a step challenge, do whatever it is that will keep you motivated and keep you focused on your fitness goals. Because with my ladies at the Fitness Empire, we do a 6-month transformation photo shoot. And when I say it's like, just because COVID came around, those things are on the schedule. Those things are already paid for and accounted for. So we're still going to do them. And so in order for us to do them successfully and have people still be confident and motivated, you have to have the accountability. So accountability is key in this, you guys. And fighting alone is not ideal for anyone. And so you need people in your corner, and when you need to address the things that like emotional eating or inconsistency in your work ethic when it comes to a fitness regimen, or not having self-control when it comes to buying things that are healthy. Those things need to be talked about with somebody who actually has a legit plan to help you accomplish and fight off and combat those things, especially during stressful moments and times like this that we're in. And so, like I said, I am willing, able, and available for anybody who wants to talk, or if you need advice, or if you want to join our virtual training experience. And that community in itself has grown to Florida, to Georgia, several parts of Houston, and several parts of Texas. And our community is not decreasing because of it. Our virtual community is actually growing, and we're thinking about different ideas and ways to expand it to make it a in-person experience. So I'm not worried. optimistic for people to actually change their mindset about actually having to meet at a physical location to get a good training experience, because technology has made fitness so diverse. It's made it, if you have a good instructor or a good coach, it's actually fun in a way, because some people have never tapped into virtual training. And so it is something to get used to. Now, it's nothing like meeting physically, but it is better than working out by yourself, especially if you have a group of girls. Listen, we literally go in because I love themes. So sometimes we rocking out to Missy Elliott, my girl B. We'll go back throwbacks. We'll go old school. So you got to renew your mind and don't try to conform to what's going on right now. Think long term. Like, COVID can't stay forever, but for right now, this body got to get together, because summer ain't waiting on me. It don't care if I'm gaining or losing weight. It's gonna arrive when it gets here, and all these vacations and swimsuits and Fashion Over fits and all these cute things that we want to do when we're released from this stay-at-home order needs to get done, and like pronto, right? And so nutrition is a big key on this. And I'm telling you guys, we need to value community way more at this point, because nobody can see you right now in your living room, in your wherever you're watching this live stream from, wherever you're working from in your house space. We can't account for you in that point. And you come to the physical location or a physical location with the trainer, nobody can account for what you do at home. And so if transformation is 80% or more nutrition, then you have to know how to tell yourself no, and that you're better than that moment of craving, and that you aren't, then what you're going to do about it is going to be proportioned, and it's going to be smart, and it's going to be a wise decision that aligns with your fitness goals. And I'm going to tell you guys, the transformation photo shoot for my girls at every 6 months, that's a huge motivating factor, because a lot of people don't even set up photo shoots for themselves anymore. They probably set up for family photos, or they take pictures at family reunions or weddings. They have occasions that they take pictures at for other people to. When you have to show up for yourself and the spotlight is on you, and everything that you bring to that photo shoot is because you put it in your mouth, or you consume something, or you didn't put the time in, or the discipline, or you didn't have the discipline, it shows up. And so those moments that are supposed to be celebratory are not so nice when you haven't done your part. And so that's a motivating factor in itself for my ladies, because not only do they have that, but they get constant emails like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, telling them, hey, photo shoot is in 10 weeks. Photo shoot is in 4 weeks. So you don't have oh my God, I didn't know. You have constant reminders that you have a goal to get to. And that not only do you have a goal, but there's pictures to prove that your progress was real, and that you've made it over in your journey. Like, the evolution of the body is amazing. The female body, come on, hold on. The female body is so amazing. We can procreate, we can create, we can get smaller and bigger, and nobody can tell sometimes. Like, there is opportunities for womanhood, motherhood, like all of these things that we can be in the span of our lives is just the most beautiful thing that God probably ever created, if in my opinion. And so I think you have to give yourself more credit, and you have to, during times like this, really be about self-care and fitness and wellness, mental wellness, physical wellness. All of that stuff is a revolving door. So when one opens, one swings shut, and it swings open and it swings. So you have to know that you have to keep your body on a schedule, routine. habit. Y'all know the power of habit. You know how everybody say 21 days makes a habit, or 90 days, whatever number you want to put in that. But you know that if you get out of routine and you keep telling yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it the next day, I'll go grocery shopping this day, I will meal prep the next day. All of those excuses will lead to you waking up and not being able to identify how you got like this, or why do you look like this, or why did you let yourself, and then that's regret, that's self-sabotaging, that is leading to depression, to stress, then overeating. I mean, you compile yourself with all of these things, and then you look up and you don't even know who you are anymore. And then you try to fill those voids with things that don't even have anything to do with the core problem. And the reason why I know this, you guys, is because I go to a therapist. Okay, I'm a very highly intelligent Black woman that loves fitness. I love God, but I need God, fitness, and a therapist. Like, I need all of these things because Jesus can take the wheel, but there are daily decisions that my mind combat me with that I need help with. So you have to know yourself, and you have to know your triggers. You have to know your emotional capacity, and you have to know when enough is enough. And when I say cut it, like for real, for real. And so I just wanted to tell you guys that, like, I'm so proud of the people who are, I mean, still trying. And that's all you can really do, is the daily habits and decisions just amount to something that you'll either be proud of coming out of quarantine, or you'll put yourself back in a situation where the goals that you once had look like they are so far away, and you'll be digging yourself out of just stay afloat. And nobody wants to just live or exist. They want to thrive and prosper and reach their best version of yourself when you look in the mirror as a reflection of your daily decisions. And so that's what I'm advocating for. I'm not advocating for people to not be conscious about what's going on in the world. Of course, wash your hands. Of course, um, listen to the CDC and the health officials and everybody who's telling you the regulations on what to do and what not to do. But what I'm saying is, you still need self-care. Like with me, y'all, I have these press-on nails, and ain't nobody gonna tell me just because and some of them popped off. I knew it's all on there. But ain't nobody gonna tell me that my nail shop is down, that my nails going down. And just because I am under a stay-at-home order, that this hair ain't gonna be together. My lashes are coming off, but I have lashes that are in there when I need to, because there is not a time and space and place in this world that when you have the power of voice, you can still do about it. And YouTube University, I graduated magna cum laude. Thank you very much. And I also got a PhD in the School of Hard Knocks. So, like, I haven't learned how to, and that's the primal, that's the a success instinct that a lot of people need to understand and possess, is that you can always make daily decisions, and nobody has to tell you what to do if you really want something. If you really want something, how to make it work. You know how to make excuses for things that you don't want to do, and you know how to show up for things that you definitely want. And so if you want self, if you want to be your best self and even show up as best self, like today, I didn't go anywhere. I haven't even stepped outside the house. I have done things for work today, but look how I look. And I look like this because I decided to, not because somebody told me to, not because I had to go to church. Bedside Baptist, I was like this. Okay, so Easter, this is Easter for me. And so if and tomorrow might be like this, or it might not be, but it will be because of what I want. And that's what a lot of moms listen to me. I'm not a mom, but I have represented so many moms in my women's fitness program enough to tell you that you feel better when you look better, when you smell better, when your hair is laid, when your skincare is on point, when you're taking care of your nails, when you are accommodating what beauty looks like for you. So all of those might not be you, but when you take care of yourself, you feel so much better. Your confidence is through the roof. Your relationships thrive. Are so much more available for other people. You have the capacity to receive all of other people's stress and worries when they talk to you, and then when they tell you about their lives and what's going on and the turmoil that's going on, you can receive it without exploding because you have emptied yourself of your own toxicity and you confronted yourself and not the world, right? And so one way that I do that is I detox myself through fitness and through the things that I put on my fork, and I'm an ambassador for it right now because critical times call for critical decisions. And I'm telling you guys, you're one decision away from being the best version of yourself or spiraling the other way. And I just choose self. And if you choose self, it'll be the same result. And so, gold friends, listen to me. I want to kind of levy the playing field right now, and I want to play a game before we end this episode by sweating and slang. So tell me which one you sweating and which one you slang. Now, like I said, a lot of things are closed right now, so we cannot get a lot of our things done. And so, are you sweating or slaying the fact that the hair salon is closed? Ooh. Now, a lot of people are not like me where I could just like throw on a wig, or I can braid my hair or plait, or like I colored my wig, or like all this stuff a lot of people can't do. So I'm wondering, ladies, are you sweating or slaying this experience of not being able to have a beautician? Well, if you're listening to the replay, honey, I feel for you. And I just hope that I can keep up my YouTube university skills on diversifying how I look, because at this moment I haven't hit the panic button and I have been optimistic about it, but I can definitely say that we need to get this COVID under submission because I am overdue for a visit. Okay, so how about, let's see, nails? Because I know some people are hair people. Some of my gold friends are nail people. What are you thinking about not being able to get your nails done or nails did? And I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. My nails have looked so much more healthier. Okay, so like if you're watching, then you can see my nail. Like you see, it's really healthy, long, strong. And then I have these press-ons on, and I think that one reason why my nails have been so strong is because, for one, the nail glue isn't as harsh as professional nail glue, so it's giving me time to actually have my nails heal and strengthen itself. So it's grown longer and longer. But I also go to a natural nail spa called Frenchies. Shout out to Jatika in Humble. So, I keep my nails kind of like pretty healthy most of the time. And I'm gonna continue this. Like COVID had taught me something that when you improvise, sometimes it's way better than your normal routine. And so I used to get my nails done periodically. Now, it was not a once a month thing or twice a month, none of that. It was just whenever I felt like it. But now that I got these Q behind, and I'm the bling queen, y'all you see my nails. If you can't see it and you're listening to me, I have on these really blingy nails, and y'all know I'm the bling queen because I got like my merch that is always blinged out or something that looks very, y'all see it under the ring light. Ooh, it's very nice. But I love these press-on nails, so I will continue doing press-ons. Shout out to Kisses with their really nice press-on nails. Okay, so are we sweating and slaying lashes? That's probably something like new for most people, or most people don't even care. But a lot of people, one of my friends, she used to tell me, like, I look like a mole rat. I look like I'm missing something if I don't have my lashes done. And I know there are some lash businesses that have like lash memberships. So like, are you really missing the fact that you don't have your full set of lashes on, my dear? Come on, girlfriends, let's talk. Because I know some people like, oh, as soon as that band is off, I am knocking the door down. Okay, so that is the Sweat and Slay segment. I hope you guys are slaying it no matter what though. And if you need tips, now I'm gonna tell you something. In my girls, you can look this up on Facebook. And if you're listening Facebook Live, it's the Fitness Empire Support Group. And I've been posting almost every other day or daily ideas for you to either do crafts with your kids or do an outdoor activity, something related to family and occupying your kids during COVID. And since I have a women's fitness support group and business, I feel like it is my business to help the moms keep their kids active and productive during this stay-at-home order. So if you need help with these kids and keeping them busy as possible, especially on a low budget, because right now ain't nobody got time to keep going by the store and finding new toys for them to keep messing up or forgetting about or not playing with in a couple days. So all of these ideas have almost been everything that you probably have in your house. And so I'm all about the impact of women and coming together. And if you're interested in our virtual Girls Night In movie nights, they're so bomb. I cannot express that enough. You can go to thefitnessempire.com/events or go to the Fitness Empire on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter is Train for Your Reign, the number 4, Train for Your Reign. And you can find us there. But I just need you guys to just know that you have access to women's fitness professionals that are willing to help you at this time. My virtual trainings classes are affordable, they're accessible. If you are interested in that, you can go to the Fitness Empire Houston.com, and it should be on the banner, the first thing on the banner. And if you can't find it, you can DM me. I am at Jakaya Shepherd on all social media platforms. I'm very open book. I will let you guys know how to find these resources, but keep yourself active, keep yourself looking good, feeling good, meditate, journal, do whatever you need to do, connect with your family virtually, but make sure that you take care of yourself and protect your energy, protect your kids, your family's energy, and make sure that faith is always over fear. I mean, it might try to creep in, it might try to set you off, set you back, but hope is coming and it can't rain forever. And we always have, community to be there. And so just tap into community, keep yourself snatched. Come on, slave friends. Come on, goal, GOAL friends. And let's do this thing together because summer is coming. It's like 10 weeks away almost. And we do swimsuit check-ins too on every Monday. Motivation Monday is our swimsuit check-in. So there are several different ways, you guys, that you can keep yourself accountable. Do those things, do them well. And in the meantime, I am Jakaya. I am your host. I am honored to be your goal friend. And it is Easter. Happy Easter again. The Sweat and Slay podcast. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on other social media platforms. But until next time, you glow up. It's your season to glow. It's your season to thrive. We still are having 2020 vision all the way through 2020. And I just love you guys. And for some people who, are having a hard time or maybe, infected with COVID or, you're not feeling as strong as you probably would like to. Since it is Easter and since I feel it in my spirit, I'm going to pray for you guys. And I'm going to pray that, especially for the women and the moms in this group or on this live or on this podcast, wherever you are, if you can't close your eyes and you're driving, please don't. But if you can close your eyes and just go to that secret place in your heart and just connect with your energy, connect with God, connect with the place of peace. And God, we just pray right now that everybody that's listening to the podcast, that are on live, that are experiencing this moment, God, we thank you for the knowledge, the feedback, the opinions, the advice that could further somebody to their goals, to the better version of it, to a moment in time that really tap into self-love, self-care, to a place that discipline and obedience and strategically planning out what they want for their lives will benefit them in this time where they have the time, they have the resources, they have the community to get them to where they need to go. And if it's their health that is an issue, we just cover them in healing, in prosperity, in recovery. Every organ, every cell, every vessel, every muscle is aligned with your word of healing and of an overcoming spirit, of love and compassion for them. The people that are around them, just give them the people that they need, give them the support, give them the community, give access, Lord, to the financial resources to recover in a way that will give you glory and that will help other people to that are going through the similar experiences that they have been addressed and confronted with, Lord, to overcome any and everything that they have been thrown their way. We ask, Lord, that as the kids are in the homes, give them all the patience, the diligence, and the wisdom to help them with these homework assignments, to give them ideas of how to connect with their kids, to let them burn off this energy that they have, and every single thing that they may be trying to juggle that seems off balance. Give them clarity, give them stability, and give them the comfort that they need during this time. And all these things we ask for our goal friends at the Sweat and Slay podcast. We say these things in your name. Amen. Y'all, I thank you so much because really this platform is seriously all I have to besides my girls, my virtual hangouts and my virtual classes is to communicate and to have a narrative with people. So comments even on the replays, because I watch the replays, I go back and see who's watching. And so this is like really special for me. So if you don't mind, the Sweat and Slay podcast is on Apple, it's on Spotify, it is on SoundCloud, wherever you can find a media outlet. Please search the Sweat and Slay podcast and follow for me. And rate and review. And I will see you on the next episode. It is your girl, the one and only Jakaya Shepherd. I will see you guys next week. And we'll have more guests and more topics when the stay-at-home order lifts. But until then, you rocking with me. And I hope that's a good time for you because it's so a good time for me to have you here. So thank you so much. Y'all have a good evening. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter. And if you're just tuning in, rewind and time. It's a Sweat and Slay podcast. It's your girl, Kaya. Bye. Hey. It's Jakaya Shepherd here, the host of the Sweat and Slay podcast. How y'all doing, girlfriends? Like, for real, this whole coronavirus pandemic has really taken everybody off on a whim. So I'm like the first one to like check in with y'all. It's Jakaya Shepherd here. And I just wanted to quickly just come on here and just catch up with you guys and talk to you guys and see. This pandemic has really taken everybody off on a whim, so I am like the first one to like check in with y'all. It's Jakaya Shepherd here, and I just wanted to quickly just come on here and just catch up with you guys and talk to you guys and see how y'all are doing. Like businesses and families and every part of everybody's life has been impacted by this. So, of course, I'm gonna make sure my girls are good. And the Sweat and Slay podcast platform is really for us to stay united, be together, make sure that we keep in contact with each other and run some ideas by each other and collaborate, and we can make this work better for every single last one of us. And I think that that's the most important part. Is that it's Jakaya Shepherd here, the host of the Sweat and Slay podcast. How y'all doing, girlfriends? Like for real, this whole coronavirus pandemic has really taken everybody off on a whim. So I am like the first one to like the host of the Sweat and Slay podcast. How y'all doing, girlfriends? And I just wanted to like for real, this whole coronavirus pandemic has really taken everybody off on a whim. So I am like the first one to like check in with y'all. It's Jakaya Shepherd here, and I just wanted to quickly just come on here and just catch up with you guys and talk to you guys and see how y'all are doing. Like